Josh, how are you?
I'm great, Tom.
Good to see you.
Good to be here.
Hey, we're into championship season. You were at the cross-country championships recently in Grand Forks. What did you see there? How are things going in championship season?
Well, first off, it's an exciting time of year. You know, we get to this point in the year and the fall championship season is underway. I was in Grand Forks, and for Grand Forks at the end of October, the weather was perfect, about 55 degrees, no wind, the course was hard, and so for our cross-country programs, they couldn't have asked for better conditions, and the University of North Dakota did a great job hosting that championship. We set some records both on the men's and the women's side in terms of times, so I think that speaks to, number one, where our cross-country programs are, and number two, just the conditions. So it was exciting to be up there.
It's God's country in the Summit League footprint. We know that by now. We got soccer championships coming up, volleyball championships coming up, and we put a lot of emphasis on these championships, but the season is really the reason that we're doing all this in athletics, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it kind of comes back to the student-athlete experience, right? And it's a student-athlete experience that we get to this point in the year. They compete in the regular season, especially our team sports, for positioning to then get into the Summit League championships. And so this is the first year that we've had 6 women's soccer programs in our championship. We just completed the first weekend of that championship, and we had 2 upsets. Yeah. Oral Roberts knocked off number 1 Denver in penalty kicks, and then Omaha was up in Brookings and knocked off the Jackrabbits 1-0 in a very tight game. And so now we've got a championship game. Omaha is hosting Oral Roberts, so it'll be exciting this coming weekend. And then, you know, we roll right into next week, and we'll go out to the University of Denver in the men's soccer championships. We'll have 4 programs out there. 2 semifinals Thursday, championship Saturday, and then we'll take a couple weekends off, and then Thanksgiving weekend we'll be back in Omaha for an exciting volleyball championship.
Yes. We get into basketball season on November 7th already, and for hoops junkies like myself, that kind of gets us through these 4 months of winter in God's country that we talked about, but hoops is coming up.
Yeah, I mean, finally, right?
Yeah.
I mean, November 7th, we're going to tip the ball off. We've got a slate of women's and men's games that night, most of them on the road, a lot of them against Autonomy 5 opponents. We've got some big opponents, the Kansases, and I think Missouri's on there, and there's a few others. I know that the Jackrabbits on the women's side are going to play Mississippi State, and then eventually they're going to play the defending national champions, South Carolina Gamecocks, over here at the Pentagon. And so, you know, it's just a really exciting time for us in the conference, Tom. It kicks off, you know, an important season for us, an important sport for us, and then that obviously gets us closer to the league schedule, which will get going in the latter portion of December. And then we're going to have a fun race over the months of January and February, and then we get right into that crown jewel event of ours, the Summer League basketball tournament.